Thank you, Miss Laster. Hey, students in Farnsworth Middle School, are you okay today? Yeah. Okay. Now, I know some of you are 8th grade students, and some of you are 6th grade students. Who are the 8th grade students? Oh my goodness. All I'm saying that's a nice surprise for me to not recognize you. Again, who are the 8th grade students? You're on the back. Okay, so the remaining will be the 6th grade students, right? Yeah, right, okay. Got it. All right, so we brought some magnificent programs for you today, but before I start, I do have some questions for you. Let's see if the 8th graders would be, I would expect more knowledgeable from you, all right? The 6th graders, you might be challenging them, even though they're like older than you. Let's try it. Okay, question number 1. What is Lunar New Year? I saw hands right there on the one of the 8th grader in the middle, the row 3. A boy in the light blue. That's the thing. I should prepare a microphone for you, but I didn't. Okay, do you want to just come up a little bit and tell me?
It's like a different type of New Year for different cultures.
Perfect answer. Thank you. Hey. Now that's solid standard for 8th grade student. Okay, yes. Lunar New Year is exactly a different New Year, and it's for different cultures. And then, okay, another question rises up. What is called Lunar New Year? What make a difference in the main title is Lunar New Year? Okay, I need you to find a girl this time. 6th graders, no hands raised up, really? Okay. All right, try.
Is it because of the moon?
She gave the correct answer. Yes, it is something with the moon. As a matter of fact, it has a lot of things to do with the moon. So that's what we call Lunar New Year calendar, meaning the Lunar New Year is follow the lunar calendar. It's the moon in the sky. We know the moon sometimes is a whole round shape, sometimes half the face, sometimes it's only half a portion of it. So the moon cycle 29 to 30 days per month. And this is how our calendar was built up by the lunar. So that's called Lunar New Year calendar. Before I got more knowledge about the Lunar New Year, we have a special guest for you today. Ooh. Yeah, exactly. Who's I gonna be, right? Now let me. Okay. Oh. Now, let me say, this special guest is a lady. She is young, and she's very energetic, and she's very passionate. And she's one of the lawmakers in our district. Now, she's Assemblywoman Gabriela Romero. Hi, Ray. Thank you so much for having me. Hey. Good morning, everyone. Wow. Good morning. So my name's Gabriela Romero, and I am your New York State Assembly member. I I help make sure that your school is funded, and I make laws around schools as well. While I'm here, is there anything that anyone wants to change in their school? Any like cool laws that you want me to pass in schools? I'll take 3 things. 1 thing. Okay, yes. Yes, you.
The phone law.
The phone law. Don't know what I can do about that one, but that's a good one. 2. Okay, yes.
Yes, you. Come here. Let's go! Okay. We need recess!
Recess. Okay, that's a good one. Great. I'll take 1 more. You please. Last one. This is the last one. More snow days. More snow days. That's great. I think it's important that everyone is able to play, and I think it's kind of fun when you're not on your phone, but maybe we disagree. Well, everyone, I'm here to talk about Lunar New Year. And I appreciate you having me here because I really care about school, and I care about having time to play and making sure that you have healthy meals. And as you'll learn today around Lunar New Year is a really beautiful and exciting holiday that marks the beginning of a new year based on the lunar calendar. Lunar New Year is celebrated by cultures all around the world, as you'll learn, whether it's Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese, and some East and Southeast Asian communities. Similar to most holidays, Lunar New Year traditions look different among different families. Does anyone celebrate Lunar New Year here? Raise your hand. You do? Cool. There's some people that celebrate Lunar New Year here. That's awesome. That's amazing. And I'm sure that some of these traditions in Lunar New Year are similar to what you and I celebrate at the beginning of the year. My family starts the new year with a really special meal. I'm Puerto Rican, and my family starts the year with a really beautiful meal all together. So I'm really excited to be a part of today's celebration. I like learning. I'm not in school anymore, but when I was in school, I loved to learn more. And I hope you all open your ears and learn a little bit more about Lunar New Year from my amazing friend Ray, who's always teaching me something new as well. I'm excited to come back and learn a little bit more from all of you about ways that I can help you make your school better as well, whether it's recess or phones or maybe snow days. We'll learn more about snow days later. I'm not sure about that one. Thank you guys for having me, and let's learn together. Thank you. Thank you. Now, Assemblymember Gabriela Romero will return to the state capitol, and then she's gonna talk about and passing bills. That's those things gonna eventually come to law. Okay. But before she's going to return to debate and job and talking with all the lawmakers, which are super important, how about we let her stay for one more performance to brighten up her day? Yes? Okay. All right. So I'm going to start today's performance for you before we go into more deeper with Lunar New Year. We're going to bring the dragon dance. Yes, dragon dance. It'll only take 2 minutes. And the music I'm going to reveal to you, the music would be a Siberian girls group with Mongolian deep throat singing, rapping style. Rapper. Okay, let's enjoy.
Mergen kızırgan maygu varagu baygo ya jagana ayada günana yelata mürgüdüt poz tengri azit suana zuvata odada yaren rigur mezyali kalaz bayanay kalin notigen wah. Meira Elikan Ulgan Mergen Gızırgan Numay Guvara Gupaygo Yaşakana Ayada Günana Yelana Yelata Bürküdüt Boz Tengri Yazit Suana Zuata Odana Odada Yaren Rigulmez Yalik Alaz Bayanay Kalin Notigen Wah
Show you. Now, let me ask you one more question to see if you'll be able to figure out. This might be hard to answer. Okay, you know Lunar New Year, right? It's in our public school calendar right now, right? Do you know that? The school calendars, today's a day off because of Lunar New Year. This year, the Lunar New Year falls on February 17th, which is during the school break, okay? But last year, that was on a Wednesday that you were off. Have you heard about Chinese New Year? Okay, there's a lot of But can anyone tell me, is it the same thing or is it a different thing? Now let me do this. If you think about saying it is the same thing, the Lunar New Year and Chinese New Year is the same thing, raise your hands. If you think the Lunar New Year and Chinese New Year is the same thing, raise your hand. Okay. All right. If you think Lunar New Year and Chinese New Year are different things, raise your hands. All right. Okay. Hey. Let me review the answer. It is true that Lunar New Year and Chinese New Year is not exactly the same thing. Yay. However, for those who raise their hand and thinking about they're the same thing, it's not exactly wrong. Now let me tell you why. Okay, Lunar New Year represents a group of the cultural who celebrate the New Year based on Lunar New Year, lunar calendar. Okay, so in that sense, Lunar New Year is a broader term by comparison to Chinese New Year. However, because the long-time civilization of China, and it has deep impact towards quite a few countries in the East Asia part, including Korea, Vietnam, some Indonesia, Malaysia, and a few other countries. So during the long history stretch, those countries adopt China's calendar, written language, as well as the governor structure. So the Lunar New Year Day we're celebrating is a Chinese Lunar New Year Day calendar. It is also a Korean Lunar New Year Day. It is also a Vietnamese Lunar New Year Day, and a few more countries. So, none of your answers are wrong, okay? Give a round of applause to yourself. Yes. However, in the USA, it's better to address people as Happy Lunar New Year if you think they're not Chinese, okay? Now, show you something over here in my hands. I'm going to teach you a term that is in Chinese language that we love to say about this Lunar New Year. Now, first of all, shout out. Do you think, which animal present this Lunar New Year? Shout out. Oh God. I got different answers. I heard different answers. Okay. It is good. It is good that you know, you point out a lot of the animals. They're called zodiac animals. Now, how many zodiac animals in Lunar New Year? 12. Yes, 12. And this year is the year of the horse. And it's the year of the fire horse. Get this. Now, what do you think the horse represents? Slow or fast? Fast. Horse loves running. So this year represents speed and passion. And then adding the fire element to it, things can go rapid. Things can go fire up. Maybe need a little bit calm, steadiness to balance it out. Now, so these characters in my hands, they are 马, 道, 成, 功, 4 characters, meaning the horse arrives, so as the success will follows. So it's a great wish if you can say to someone in the Lunar Year, the year of the fire horse. Okay, see who can repeat after me. 马. That means horse. This character. Okay, the second one, 道, means arrive. Now the last two is meaning success. 成功. 马到成功. Okay, let's try 2 more times. 马到成功. Okay, put your hands up like this. Almost like Kung Fu style, okay? Like, you do this, you give people a good wish. Alright, 马到成功. One last time, 马到成功. You're perfect. Woo! Okay. Let's set up the first program, please. People, please set up. We're going to watch you a set of programs from different part of Asia, starting by an instrument that I bet you've never seen. Now, as some of you might know, the Eastern culture in general are a lot more like, we like the peace and quiet, and then, you know, even the Kung Fu masters like Kung Fu Panda, he will eventually need to calm down in order to learn the most deathful attack. So some of the program might require your attention. Okay, so the first program, let's invite our people musician, Jiangnan Liu. Now, Jiangnan is a PhD candidate in Albany, and she has been practicing this instrument since she was 5 or 6. And this is called pipa, and the instrument shape is look like a pear. and she will wear artificial nails and playing and plug this instrument. And the piece she's going to present for you today is called The Dance of E-Tribe People. Please enjoy. passion. I like this noise. I like this passion. That's great. Okay. It is indeed a very elegant instrument, a very elegant techniques. You see her hands like okay, the next program we're going to bring to you, it'll be a Chinese folk dance. And then, yes, the name piece is A Long Distance of Longing for Love by our dancer Li Huang. Please enjoy.
没有他在身旁，有好风光也喑哑无话。春雨唤醒了枝桠，托风把心捎给他。屋檐下风铃轻轻摇曳，我的心弦啊，暮色碎了一地，无人能回答。初见他漫步西桥下，他轻摘一朵桃花，满园春色美如霞，酿得芳菲如新茶。我提笔月下临摹他，遥遥相思情放下，宣纸一霎成诗画，眼泪无声渲染画中的风雅。没有他在身旁，有好风光也喑哑无话。春雨唤醒了枝桠，托风把心捎给他。屋檐下风铃轻轻摇曳，我的心弦啊，暮色碎了一地，无人能回答。初见他漫步西桥下，他轻摘一朵桃花，满园春色美如霞，酿得芳菲如新茶。我提笔月下临摹他，遥遥相思情放下，宣纸一霎成诗画，眼泪无声渲染画中的风雅。
Thank you for your passion. All right, I'm so glad she will return to bring you another piece of dance. But now, let's go back to instrument. Now, I know a lot of you will be in school band, school band or school orchestra, and then a lot of you know instrument, and a lot of you know flute. But over here, we're going to introduce you another bamboo flute, Chinese instrument, and we call it vertical flute. Can you try to pronounce with me? Xiao? Exactly. This is how this instrument named. And Ren Jie Song over here, our musician, going to bring you a very famous Chinese folk tune. The name is Jasmine Flower. Please enjoy. Thanks, Shenjie. I'm glad you enjoyed it. All right, the next one, I'm going to bring you to Korea. All right, our Korean dance artist, Million Parker, will give you a beautiful Korean traditional dance. The name is Fu Buong. Please enjoy.